Hey guys, welcome back to Raincoat. In the last one, we met some people, and yeah, they seemed a little sketchy. Yeah. Okay, let's get out of here.
It's no use. There's a lookout. Let's try going to the roof for now.
Okay, the roof. Right. Is there... Really can't go in here?
This is the roof. We need to find a way out. There has to be some place I can escape to. I have to hurry before I'm found.
They'll shoot you dead if they find you!
There's an emergency stairway. Maybe we can escape from here.
Master, look carefully near the top of the stairs!
A surveillance camera. Speaking of which, they were monitoring it from the other room.
If you go past it, they'll definitely see you.
Let's find another way.
There's no escape!
This place is much higher than I thought.
At least you'll get away if you jump off. Though you just end up in the afterlife.
There are no footholds or places to grab onto. I don't think I can use this as an escape route.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
He's here! He's not holding a gun.
Why so pale? Scared of heights?
Yeah, something like that.
I see. Sorry about that. I'll make it quick. About the request earlier. You turned it down because you don't want anything to do with the Resistance, right?
Huh? No, that's not why.
It's all right. As someone from the outside, liberating Kanai Ward has nothing to do with you. I actually would have found you suspicious if you were gung-ho about it. But this is exactly why I think we can have a mutually beneficial relationship.
But...
I'm not asking you to do it for free. If you accept this job, we'll give you information on Amaterasu Corporation. What do you say to that?
What kind of information?
Our organization has a good number of former Amaterasu employees, myself included. We have some internal info that you can't get anywhere else. I think we can get you something you want.
Do you know what information I'm looking for?
I have an idea. If the WDO sent a master detective to gather intel, it's gotta be the homunculi, right?
Master!
Looks like I'm right. It's not just detectives. The whole world wants info about that. How's this? In place of prepayment for the request, I could tell you a little bit about it.
Is it true? Do immortal monsters like homunculi really exist?
Yeah. Homunculi do exist. And they're already inside Kanai Ward.
Right now? There are immortal monsters in this city?
So, they really were researching homunculi here? That means they were successful, doesn't it? Isn't that what this dude's saying?
It's hard to believe, but could this be Kanai Ward's ultimate secret?
Looks like you're interested. However, I'll only tell you the rest once you finish the job. So how about it? Did I whet your appetite, Master Detective?
You should know that I don't have any special abilities.
I don't plan on making you do anything too difficult. We just want you to run a little errand.
An errand?
We want to set up some surveillance cameras around town to keep an eye on Amaterasu Corp's oppression. However, this isn't something we can do.
Why not?
If the Peacekeepers see us setting up, they'll definitely start investigating the organization responsible, which would give them an excuse to stamp out the resistance. Hence, why this job can only be done by someone who isn't affiliated with us.
In other words, you need a pawn you can safely discard if it gets caught by the Peacekeepers.
I wouldn't put it that way, but you're not wrong. I want you to understand one thing, though. I'm not gonna ask you to risk yourself for our sake, but we do want your help in protecting the people of this city. That's the kind of job this is.
How does setting up surveillance cameras lead to protecting the people here?
Our goal with setting up the cameras is to capture proof of illegal acts carried out by the Peacekeepers. We'll record all the criminal activity they commit, such as intimidation, assault, theft, embezzlement. We won't fight them with violence. It would only lead to more lives lost. We're gonna take them down the right way. The Resistance are not terrorists.
He says that while concealing a firearm. He's not fooling us.
Even if you gather all that evidence, won't the Peacekeepers just cover it up?
Gathering 1 or 2 pieces of evidence is too weak, and runs the risk of being snuffed out. In order to spread roots throughout town, someone has to make it clear there are people fighting back.
To spread roots?
The Resistance are like underground roots. Right now, we're still thin and weak, but we continue to fight. We'll spread our thin roots everywhere to try and bring life back to this withering tree. And one day, our fully grown branches and leaves will shelter the people of Kanai Ward from the cold rain. Yuma, this is to protect peace in our home. So please, save this city.
There it is again. Save this city. How am I supposed to do that? What does everyone expect of me? I'm a shell of a person with no memories.
I'd say they're not really relying on you, but more like taking advantage of you.
Yeah.
So, what are you gonna do?
Even if they're taking advantage of me, they're better than that masked guy because their objective is clear. If they have information about the homunculus, I want it. Setting up surveillance cameras shouldn't be too hard.
Then...
All right, I accept your request.
Great! I'm glad you made up your mind. I knew I could count on you. Well, let's get started.
Shachi, sorry to interrupt. There's a fight on the main street. Another turf war in the usual garbage dump. Can I toss a grenade down there?
No!
Hold on, you stay out of it. Sorry, Yuma, but can you go down and get instructions from Servan about the job? Counting on you.
So, you decided to do it. You better not drag us down.
I wonder if this is for the best.
You can't turn back now. You better hope the reward is worth it.
Let's head back down for now and talk to Servan about the job.
I'm so glad you weren't killed, Master.
Chachi isn't the kind of person who would do that, right?
I don't know, honestly.
Come on.
Oh!
Come on.
Oh!
So, you accepted the job. That's good. Let me fill you in on the details then.
Yes, please.
You will be setting up surveillance cameras in 4 designated locations. These are the cameras you're going to be setting up. They're delicate machines, so handle them with care. Also, I'll give you a transceiver for communication. It's shaped like a smartwatch, since they're so trendy nowadays. I'll tell you where to set up the cameras with it. Locations will be kept secret until last minute to avoid leaks. Once you finish setting one up, I'll give you the next location.
Where's the first location?
I'll contact you as soon as you leave, so I can test the transceiver's performance at the same time. If you don't hear anything from me, there's a chance the transceiver is broken. Bring it back here, and I'll fix it.
All right.
I'm counting on you. Be sure not to get caught by the peacekeepers.
They're gonna cut you off if you get caught anyway.
I'll do my best.
Lovely. Lovely people. Lovely.
I ended up accepting the job. If this helps Kanai Ward in some way, it could reduce the number of unsolved mysteries. Even if I can't help the whole world become happier, I can at least help those closest to me. And if I complete this request, I have a chance to get closer to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
It's fine to be optimistic and everything, but I doubt it'll go as planned. This is you we're talking about. You're like the Grim Reaper for everyone else. I know one when I see one.
Like you're one to talk.
Anyway, what about the other detectives who got bombed? You sure you haven't forgotten about them?
I'd never forget them. Finding everyone is my top priority. I can work on this case at the same time.
That's pretty efficient. I didn't expect that from you.
Come on, let's go. Oh, I'm getting a call.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Servan? Yes, I can hear you.
So far, so good. Here are the instructions for the first camera location. For the first surveillance camera, I want you to set it up at a phone booth in the commercial area, Marunamon District.
Marunamon District. I've never been there before.
Oh, really? Well, I'll send you directions through the transceiver.
Thank you.
Contact me when you arrive. I'll tell you how to set it up then.
You look like you're pretending to be a spy.
I'm not pretending. This is actual spy work. Let's head to Marunamon District for now.
I wonder what kind of murders are happening in Marunamon District. I can't wait to find out.
Cases like that don't just happen all the time. At least I hope not.
That way? Or maybe this way?
So this is Marunamon District. It's supposed to be the commercial area. Sure looks like it. Compared to other parts of town, it seems kinda uptight.
Jobless and homeless person like you has no business being here, huh?
Setting aside being homeless, I am working as a detective. Even if I'm still a trainee.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go find that phone booth.
Where is that phone booth Servan was talking about? There are a lot of busy-looking people in Marunamon District.
Master, you might have forgotten because of your amnesia, but this is what people look like when they're working. You owed them and me an apology for that careless remark.
Why do I have to apologize to you?
Hey, isn't that a phone booth?
Is that the phone booth? I've arrived at the destination. Time to contact Servan. Servan, can you hear me? I arrived at the telephone booth in Marunamon District.
Great job, Master Detective. You work fast. Can you go inside the booth and set up the camera underneath the phone stand? Here's how you set it up.
Finished. How's this?
Good. I can confirm via the video feed. That's it for the first camera. Check your surroundings for any peacekeepers.
Okay.
Got it. No peacekeepers. Nobody here has even noticed me.
That's when you need to be most careful. They can appear out of nowhere.
He is right.
Here's the next location. Head to the front of the cafe in Ginma District.
Okay.
Contact me once you've arrived.
I thought you were like a spy, but you're more like an errand boy.
I know.
The errand boy detective case files just received another entry.
I'm happy to help other people out. 3 cameras left. At this rate, this shouldn't take too long.
If that's the case, how about we take a detour? I've never been here before. You need to find the other detectives, right? Maybe you'll find their corpses around here.
I'm gonna ignore that last part.
I
But
know.
maybe if we ask around, we'll find someone who has seen them. I should gather some information before moving on to the next.
Okay.
Let's ask these people if they know about Chief Yako and the others.
What do you want? I need to get to the bank.
The
You're
bank?
not even moving.
Yeah, the Marunamon Bank is up ahead. It's the only bank in all of Kanai Ward. Which is why the line always takes forever.
You're not even moving, lady. Alright, we'll continue in the next one. Thanks.